Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Now, last week we did a hair routine video, which is my most requested like video ever. People just want to know how I do my hair routine. So I'm coming back with you with a full Q&A because there were so many questions. A lot of them were really common. There were some other interesting ones and I just want to share that with you today. Now, before we get into it, the elephant in the room is that this is my natural hair texture. So I do have wavy, curly hair. And let's get into the first question because I did it especially for you, Jana Lee, in 1951. So if you have naturally curly hair, is there a reason you add the stress of straightening and heat curling? Have you tried accentuating your natural curls? Would love to see that. Because my hair is so long, the curl basically for the life of it isn't strong enough. I don't have super curly hair, I just have curly wavy hair. If my hair was about to here, you would 100% see more curls, but the hair is just so long that they won't hold properly. So even when I do the curly girl method, which I've tried, it's been a bit of a waste of time for me because I don't like the result. On me and my preference and my kind of style, I think that I prefer a more Kate Middleton style blowout or Princess Catherine style blowout. So that's more of a preference thing. The curly girl method takes forever. And when I let my hair naturally dry versus doing the curly girl method, it turns out pretty similar. And for me, it's just not worth it. It's too much time. It takes forever for it to dry. I would rather heat style my hair in the space of an hour and have it look the way that I actually love it looking than doing the curly girl method. But thank you for my question, and I hope you appreciate the fact that I let this dry and waited an incredibly long time. In fact, it's still not dry. So I hope that that's an answer for you that is helpful as to why I heat style my hair and why I'm not doing the curly girl method, and probably will never try it again because who wants to spend all their life plopping their hair and wearing their hair in a t-shirt on their head? Next question. This is from C Marie 924. Can you share more about what has damaged your hair in the past? I was surprised you use heat, don't use scalp oil, or use a microfiber towel or protective styles. So I'm curious if it was bleaching that damaged it, and now that you don't color it, are you finding that you can use heat and not go too crazy being gentle with it? Now, while working with Tyson, my hair has always been in good condition. It was really prior to Tyson when my hair was over processed, dyed multiple times when I was a student and didn't have the money for heat protectant, and just didn't believe in it for some weird reason. And when I would not use products, I didn't use products for my type of hair. Like even with my hair like this, I still use all of the same products as I used in my hair routine that I did last week. Every single one of those products are in my hair right now. I just haven't heat styled it. Keep in mind, my heat protectant is also a leave-in conditioner. To get back on track to your question, I don't have a lot of color in my hair. When it was really damaged, it was because it was over processed and because I had a terrible haircut. I probably wasn't using a fabulous hair dryer. I think I was washing my hair more often than I do now. And I wasn't using products. Products make a really big difference. Really big difference. I don't use a scalp oil. I think that would make me have to wash my hair more often. I do have microfiber towels. I'm not religious about using them. Sometimes if I want to not dry my hair for a while and chill out, I'll chuck my hair in a microfiber towel because you can be in a dressing gown, have the microfiber towel just like holding your hair and chill out. But now like I kind of have learned that it's just better if I dry my hair within 10 minutes of putting it in a towel. And no, I don't sleep in protective styles. I don't wear a bonnet to sleep. I think it is worth saying that I do have thicker hair than most people. So my hair thickness is similar to Polynesian and East Asian hair types, but I'm blonde. So my hair is thick. I do have a lot of it. It is fine hair, but there's quite a decent amount here. I don't have to treat my hair like the princess and the pea, and worry about damage and losing hair because I have so much. However, if you had a very fine amount of hair and it was also quite thin, you might have to treat your hair better than how I treat mine because you can't afford damage. I think I can afford heat styling my hair due to the privilege of it being so thick. Next question, at and123_, how do you maintain your hair for 5 days between washes? Do you use some dry shampoo or something, or you really don't get oily? Thank you so much and gorgeous hair. Thank you so much. I do use a dry shampoo and I typically use it on day 3 or 4. My hair does get oily. I live a very active lifestyle and my hair gets greasy. So in order to make my hair last 5 days, I use dry shampoo. Now I was using the Orbay dry shampoo for quite some time. Recently I switched to Crown Affair. It's a dry shampoo powder and you kind of brush it into the oily parts of your hair, massage it through, and it works a treat. I really do love that dry shampoo. It's on the bougie side, I'm not gonna lie, neither of these products are cheap, but they're great and they don't irritate my scalp, so that's a win. Next question. Hi Alex, how often do you get your hair trimmed? And that's from at TRC-U3V. I trim my hair at home in my basin every 2 months and I probably take a centimetre off. My hair is so long and I have some long layers in my hair, so I'm not touching my layers, I'm literally just touching the ends of my hair. Just because my hair is so long, I don't really need it to get much longer. I'm happy for it to grow, but I do little trims myself just to keep on top of the ends that are looking a bit scraggly, and I do it with my sewing scissors. So my sewing scissors are very sharp. They're not as sharp as hairdresser scissors, I don't think, but they're pretty close. I do have some hairdresser thinning scissors, but I don't use them. I got them because I was gonna do my fringe, and as soon as I made one cut, I was like, nah, never again, those are low quality scissors. They were from Kmart though, so I don't know what I was expecting. So I've done some like, I have a sewing scissor kit that came with like 3 scissors, a little one, a medium, and a massive big pair of shears, and I use my little shears and my medium shears. I do my little shears for this and I do my medium shears for the bottom of my hair. I'm never going to give you a tutorial, by the way, for how I trim my hair because that should be illegal. Someone who's not a hairdresser should not be telling you how to trim your hair in your basin with sewing scissors. I'm not doing that. Like, I do it. Do not fall in my footsteps unless you fully trust yourself. I take off a centimetre, okay? That's all I'm saying, and I have a lot of hair. I can't really screw up. It's so long that I can't really screw up. Right, next question. At Vish Afab. I can't wait to implement these tips. On days 2 to 4, do you recurl your hair each day? If so, do you reapply or some of the same products? Well, I'm so excited that you can't wait to implement these tips. I'm glad. I hope that they're helpful for you. No, I'm very lucky. My hair would hold a curl until, I don't know, and forever. My curls only actually come out when I wash my hair, and that's when I reset my hair. My hair holds a curl. It doesn't hold the exact same curl as day 1, but the curl holds for approximately a week. It's very impressive. In fact, there was this one situation where I had the worst haircut of my life and didn't know it because the tool that she used, which is the muck tool that I use to this day, was so good at holding a curl in my hair. I waited for as long as humanly possible to wash my hair. Using that muck curling stick, it just makes the curl last in my hair, and yeah, I literally don't touch it until I wash it again, and then I restart from scratch. So no extra products, no nothing. Literally that hair tutorial is all I do until I wash it again. There is no extras. I don't oil my ends or oil my scalp in between washes at all. Next question is from Marie G. Campanella. How do you sleep with your hair to maintain and prolong the time without washing your hair again, and how do you style in the morning on days 2 to 5 until you wash again? So I kind of answered this in the last question. I don't restyle my hair, it holds the curl, but I do think that the key is the fact that I plop like my hair is so long I just plop it on the pillow above my head, and so I'm not like sleeping with my body on it. I'm not crushing it. It just kind of stays up there. I'm not gonna lie, I do move in the night like this. Sleep on that side, sleep on this side, but the hair stays up here on the pillow. I think if you have long enough hair, you can generally like just plop it like out of the way. There you go. This is basically how I sleep at night. Yeah. I'm not kidding. It's literally that simple. When your hair's that long, you can just kind of plop it somewhere and just trust that it's gonna be okay. Next question. At Ali0151. Agreed, your hair is beautiful. Thank you. I wish my hair looked voluminous, but I have such fine strands. A few questions. Do you have a good foolproof video tutorial for trimming long hair at home? As mentioned, please, if you want to trim your hair at home, look at Brad Mondo. Brad Mondo is a celebrity trained hairdresser, and he has videos on how you can do this at home. Just watch those. I'm not showing you how to do it. I am not being responsible for you messing up your hair. You can make a hairdresser responsible. Do you believe that hair always looks best and most flattering when worn down and free, or does it depend on the outfit and the style? Thank you for all the awesome content and advice. Thank you. Yes, I do think that your hair tends to look best when it's down and free. And the reason I tell you that is because, and look, I got in trouble this week for saying that long hair looks good, but it does. It does. It's pretty. It's a really obvious health marker, and I think if you put the effort into your hair, why not wear it down and enjoy the beauty of having your hair down? Like, hair is beautiful. If you have the ability to grow your hair long, you're gonna need to learn how to stomach to wear it down, because it's really pretty and it's the crown of your outfit. And if you put all that effort into growing it, enjoy wearing it down. It's I think it can look really feminine. I think on the right guy, it can look really masculine as well. I love long hair on men. It does depend on the outfit and the style, but I'm yet to find an outfit that you couldn't wear your hair down with, unless there was like a lot going on at the neck and having the hair down just became like too busy and like too like claustrophobic, and you kind of just needed it up to like breathe and just let everything show here. That's a really good example of when to have your hair up. And also sometimes you just want your hair out of your face. Next question. What type of haircut do you have? And this is from Wavelance, at Wavelance. When I used to get my hair cut professionally by Tyson, we would basically do long layers with face framing pieces. So you can see just by me kind of pulling out my hair, here, here, this is all face framing. This is all face framing. And let's just pull out a very long piece from the bottom. Okay, that feels long. Is this slightly shorter? Honestly, my hair is all getting to the same length now, but that's what I would used to get. So I'd say my shorter layers probably have this much difference in them now between the longer layers and the shorter layers, so not very much at all. But yes, that's what I would do. Long layers, not particularly noticeable layers. I don't like it when you have, or for me, I don't like it when you have your hair in a ponytail and all your layers like stick out of the ponytail. I prefer having as much thickness in my hair as possible, so I don't really thin my hair and I don't do short layers. That's just my preference. You live and you learn. I like my hair to be as thick as possible. It's kind of signature to me. Next question, can you talk about the color too? It's perfect. This is so nice. This is from at Claude Agon the Second. At Claude Agon the Second 9162. So most of it's mine, so that's why it's such a big compliment. Minnie and I actually have quite similar colouring in our hair. Look, most of it is mine, so I am dark golden blonde and a little bit strawberry. So I do have a lot of like warmth in my hair. I'm also a bit of an Alsatian. So if you think of a German Shepherd where they have lighter parts of their coat and darker parts of their coat, that's me. Not all of my hair grows out of my head one color, and some parts of it are very impacted by the sun and see the sun a lot more often. Like for example, the hair around like my face is a lot lighter from the scalp, and you can see it, than the hair right here at the back. Now that might have a bit to do with the sun. I can see the kind of hair on my face, and that kind of leads into my hair. It's very, very light, and I do think that that's genetic. So I do have a bit of different colors going on, but I do have lived in highlights. So Tyson last did my hair in June or May last year in 2024. So it is now March 8th. So it's been a while, and this is my natural hair color. It's not very ashy, it's warm. See a good hairdresser. If you want to get highlights, go to the best you can possibly afford. Get good recommendations. Go to someone who has clients with similar hair to you and look at the work that they've done. I stalked Tyson. So I used to work at a hair salon software company, and at that company we got a whole bunch of like trials in for our software, and this one trial came in. This is when I worked in sales way back when, and this one trial came in, and I just for the life of me could not find the business anywhere. And it turned out it was Tyson, and he was opening a brand new business, and I found him on Instagram, and I was like, hey, I'm actually like the salesperson who's contacting you about our software, but you do amazing work. I'd love to be a client. And he ended up signing up to the software company and also being my hairdresser for a really long time. It is honestly heartbreaking. Having a good hairdresser is a really important game changer if you get your hair coloured. That is the last question. So that is a bit of a Q&A, and Minnie's been hanging out with us the entire time. She's my girl. She's got great hair, don't you, Minnie? I actually do her haircut. So I do Minnie and Daisy. I do all of their grooming. I personally like doing the dog's grooming. I cut my husband's hair as well. But yeah, I just can't ethically give you a tutorial and have you blame me. So look up Brad Mondo, but if you can't afford it, find someone that you can trust and be very thorough in your consultation, and just make sure that you agree on the length of what is being taken away from your hair. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that this is helpful for you. And yes, bye. See you in the next one.